Hey guys, this is Camfrey15 back at it with another video for you guys. And I'm back with another One Piece anime episode review for you guys. And we're talking about the next episode, One Piece episode 1009. As obviously, we continue on with this war arc and we get a lot of interesting things. Yamato with the fight she has against Sasaki protecting Momonosuke and Shinobu, and almost, I'm guessing, revealing her devil fruit transformation, which I'm going to be very interested to see what that is. They're hiding that for a reason. What is it? Carrot and Wanda, they have a talk, which then makes them go into their Sulong forms, essentially, and they are going to fight Perospero, and then Otama saves, obviously, Nami and Ussop. But let's get to it. So obviously we're gonna start off with I'm just gonna kind of go around this episode, to be honest. The thing that kind of didn't matter the most in terms of this episode is, well, the Otama saving Nami and Ussop. Now obviously from last week, Otama saved Nami and Ussop in this episode by showing up in the nick of time. Her dog, essentially her controlled animal dog, essentially is biting Ulti and everything, and essentially because of it, Page One sees this. He's like, "Get away from her, you damn dog!" He knocks the dog off, and Ulti's like, "Oh my goodness, baby, I was so scared and I was gonna get my head chewed off and everything." And freaking Page One is like, "Bro, you smell like damn dog. Get away from me." Again, the dynamic between Page One and Ulti is just hilarious. And to further help Nami and Usopp find an opening to get out of there, Usopp's just trying to sneak on over there to Otama. But then you can say Nami gets some payback for what Usopp's been doing to her. With it's a whole thing of essentially hiding behind her, speaking like he's Nami, and essentially Usopp's just walking, and Nami is behind this rock, and she's just pretending to be Usopp, and she's like, "Hey, that was my master plan to take out you damn lizards and stuff like that. It was all me, all me." And Ulti and Page One are like, "This bitch," and he's like, "It's not me, I didn't say that." And Page One literally, you could say, headbutts him, knocks him away, but it ends up creating an opening for Otama and Nami to get him. They're running back, and then the funny thing is Usopp's just talking in a kind of a mumbly way, and Nami's just like, "I know, Usopp, I know. I'm so sorry. I should have not put you in danger like that. But you don't understand. You see, you may be hurt, but at least I'm okay." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" And Usopp's like, "What?" Listen, bro, dude, Nami in terms of her character is hilarious. When the fact she tells anybody, she's like, "Well, I know you did this and you valiantly fought, but hey, at least I'm out of here willy-nilly." And Usopp's like, "Fuck you." That was funny, but that was kind of the whole thing. Also, too, the monkey that Otama also controlled is holding Page One back, with his sword, and essentially Otama says, "Listen, one of the enemies freaking gave us here." So she obviously gave a Smile Devil Fruit user one of her Devil Fruit Kibidongo powers and stuff like that. They got to Onigashima, and well, they saved them. And everything, and essentially she said, and now Nami's worried about, like, "But what about your monkey friend over there?" And Otama's like, "Listen, we're samurai. We know full well we're essentially, we come here, we have a chance of dying, so we're samurai here, and we come here to do this job. So to us, death isn't an option. And if we die, well, we die. So you got little girls essentially saying, well, we're samurais, and if we die, well, I'm dead. So I don't care." So yeah, hey, valiantly effort of Otama. Again, like I said, I do love how they find some ways to bring Otama back on the storyline. Because I did like her character when she first came. Even though she's not the strongest, she finds a way to be involved and she wants to do her part to help. So yeah. Anyways, mostly the start of the episode is surrounded around Carrot and Wanda. And obviously, where we last saw them was the fact that Carrot saw Perospero, and obviously, she still has this burning hatred for Perospero because I guess you can say in a direct way, he's kind of responsible for Pedro sacrificing his life and him being killed, even though it wasn't nothing to do. And funny enough, Perospero, when eventually he gets knocked down by them, he's like, bruh, I didn't do nothing to Pedro. He killed himself. Which I totally agree. It's kind of like a myth. I don't know. It's kind of a touchy-feely subject with me. How I understand why Carrot feels the way she does, and she does pour her heart out to Wanda and everything. But it's like Pedro chose to sacrifice himself so you and Luffy and the others could get away. Because otherwise, if you go back to that moment, they were going to be captured by Big Mom, and everything. And he was willing to sacrifice. But anyways, the thing is, freaking Carrot can't hold herself back. She looks at the moon, and she looks like she's about to turn into her Sulong form, but Wanda's telling Carrot, listen, you need to calm down. You need to understand we cannot do our own we can't let our selfish emotions get in the way of what the plan's supposed to be. You know, we're supposed to use our Sulong powers against Kaido. We need to put our best power towards Kaido. And I'm just like looking at this. I'm like, bruh, listen, you might as well. I'm like, dude, you might as well just use your Sulong form against Perospero, because guess what? Your leaders in Dogstorm and Cat Viper, they went to their Sulong forms. They didn't do damn near shit to freaking Kaido. What makes you think you're gonna do anything different? You might as well just freaking do it now and get it over with. Again, Wanda reinforces to Carrot the risk with going Sulong and everything, but Carrot's obviously in a mindset issue, and she's just like, I can't. I need to do this because this guy killed Pedro. He killed the person that I want, my master. I wanted him to still be here so he can teach me a few things, and I wasn't ready for him to go and everything. And essentially, Wanda just telling Carrot, essentially in a layman's term, listen, Pedro made the choice he had to choose to not only save you, or not only save the Strides, but save you and to make you continue living on. If not for Pedro's sacrifice, you might be dead right now. And guess what? You're not here. So Pedro had his reasons for doing what he had to do, and because of it, we have to move on and stuff like that. Yeah, that's essentially what Wanda was telling Carrot and everything. But eventually it gets to the point where Carrot's like, but listen, in some cases we can be selfish for our own reasons, so let's do it and let's take down Perospero. Especially from the fact they got to do something, because otherwise Perospero is going to snipe Marco down and kill him with his candy arrow. But what happens is they both go into their Sulong forms. They both look badass in their Sulong forms. Again, personally, if you ask me, I do like Carrot's base design, but her Sulong form is just dope as shit. I just like her Sulong form a lot better than her just basic regular form. I think it's the white hair, the long white hair is good, and seeing it in her regular outfit is just cool and everything. I like Wanda's Sulong form too. It looks dope too. So yeah, I said more for Carrot's Sulong form than her regular base form. Don't know why. It's probably more attractive than her other form, but she's still attractive in her base regular form. But what happens is they go in front, they charge in, they attack Perospero. They essentially, well, it looked like they should cut Perospero's head off, but no, they just cut his eyes or just graze his face in a way. He comes down and stuff like that. He falls over and he's like, what the hell? And he's like, you, and he remembers Carrot from Whole Cake Island. And obviously Carrot's like, we're doing this for Pedro. We're gonna finish you off for Pedro. And that's when like I said earlier, Perospero's like, bruh, I didn't even do anything. He killed himself. And obviously Wanda's like, huh, so this is the person that killed Pedro? How disgusting. He freaking is gonna do this. Let's finish him off and everything. Now Marco ends up escaping and everything, and Big Mom's like, are you serious, bro? I don't have time for this. So essentially what happens is I thought she was gonna fight Carrot, start brawling with Carrot and Wanda. No, she's like, listen, Perospero, you take care of these fools. I'm gonna go back to the main hall so I can go take care of freaking Mugiwara and stuff like that. So she flies off and she's going to now Marco goes after them after Carrot and Wanda say catch him eventually, and they say like, listen, you must be Marco, we're Carrot, we're Wanda, we're here, we're allies to help and everything. You need to go stop Big Mom, we'll take care of Perospero here. So Marco's like, okay, sure. So Marco gets back over there, Marco's flying over there, and he sees a crowd of people, and we see one of the Beast Pirates as an Ice Oni just fighting on the outside, and he's like, well, what the hell is that? So yeah. Other than that, this whole thing is just setting up Perospero versus Wanda and Carrot in their Sulong forms. It's gonna be very interesting to see what happens. With what we've seen of the Sulong, Wanda and Carrot should beat Perospero fairly easily, but who's to say that Perospero gets the upper hand and somehow gets the better of them? We don't know. But this is Carrot's moment, I guess, to avenge her master. So yeah. But other than that, the last bit of the episode covers what Yamato's doing. Essentially, she's charging in and she's taking out the Sasaki's armored division, but still there's still a lot of them, and essentially Sasaki sees an opening and he's telling his men, shoot Momonosuke. So they start firing guns. Yamato sees this. Again, she goes over there, blocks the attack, and again blocks the bullets, and Momonosuke is like, Yamato, you can't keep this up, you're blocking all these bullets, you can't do it and everything. And Yamato is like, I'm okay, don't worry about me. And that's when Shinobu's like, listen, I think you need to stop this and you need to run, and get out of here. We have to let Yamato, all right, we have to get Momonosuke live. And Yamato's like, we could do that, but you see, Kozuki Oden wouldn't do that. He wouldn't run, and I'm not gonna run either. I'm gonna stand here fighting and stuff like that. I'm gonna stay here and fight. And essentially Sasaki's like, Yamato, just give the jig up. Don't. I'm not going to let you defeat me. I'm not going to let you think you have a chance against me and everything. Please, I don't have time for this crap. Let me kill the kid and it's over. And I don't have to deal with you no more, young master. And Yamato's essentially saying, listen, I don't care. I'm protecting Momonosuke because I got to do that. And I was interested in doing that. And all of a sudden, she starts, this blue aura starts illuminating around her and everything. And all of a sudden, we see her teeth start changing to the sharp teeth. I'm like, she's turning into some animal. So Yamato has a devil fruit. Essentially, it's confirmed that Yamato has a devil fruit now. The way they're playing this up, like it's some sort of devious, dangerous devil fruit Yamato has. Don't know, excuse me. Don't know what it is. We just saw the teeth. And it's gonna be very interesting. Obviously, if her dad has an animal-like devil fruit, well, it only makes sense that Yamato has an animal-like devil fruit. We don't know what it is. Yamato was about to transform into her devil fruit form, but I'm guessing, they're gonna hold that off for when Yamato really needs to, transform into her devil fruit form. It's gonna be very interesting to see what it is and what it looks like. But the only reason why Yamato stops transforming is because, Frankie comes in the nick of time, and Hotshot is falling right behind him, and Yamato just looks at this, and she turns around, and she's like, and you can see her teeth start to go back to normal, and she's like, wait a second, you're freaking Cyborg Frankie. And we get a flashback where she looked at one of the bounties of Luffy's crew, and everything, and she's like, "You're Cyborg Frankie. You have 97 million berry bounty and stuff like that. Hey, that's dope and everything." And obviously, Frankie's like, "What? Who are you?" and everything. And obviously Yamato said, "Don't worry." Well, she said it later on. She's like, "Listen, Luffy entrusted me to protect Momonosuke and Shinobu." But what happens is Hotshot kind of makes a whole or a whole thing in the wall, or a whole hole in the wall, I guess you can say, or in the ground. Shinobu, Momonosuke, and Yamato are all falling. Frankie managed to stay up top, and essentially that's when everyone's like, "Listen, Luffy entrusted me to protect these two. I got it. Don't worry about me. But I'll leave you one thing. I forgot what the move was called, but essentially she swings her little club, and it takes Hotshot out, and Hotshot's down for the count, so we don't have to worry about Hotshot. So they end up running, and essentially the way how they end the episode off is the fact that Momonosuke is Yamato's telling Momonosuke, you need to live on because you're the future of Wano, and guess what? You need to lead Wano into a new era, and stuff like that, which they ended the episode off. But as for Frankie, it's seemingly enough. He's going to be pitted, and he's going to be fighting against Sasaki, because Sasaki is like, listen, some of you go after Momonosuke, Yamato and Momonosuke, while some of you people stick here, and we need to take out this damn robot. Obviously, Frankie sees this, and it's set on the fact that, well, we're getting Frankie versus Sasaki. Okay. I'm cool with that. It's gonna be very interesting to see what Frankie can do against Sasaki. He truly never did fight against Yamato, because he was just kind of sitting on his chair like, yeah, you do what you need to do and kill the kid. But but Sasaki's probably gonna get his hands dirty on this one. So yeah, but other than that, I enjoyed this episode. Definitely can't wait. So what happens next? Next week seems like maybe we're gonna get the climax to the whole main hall incident when it comes to the ice Onis. So yeah, but other than that, I'm going to get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of One Piece. Again, do not post spoilers for anything that happens in the future of the series. I know the manga is farther ahead than this part, but don't leave anything like, oh, this is Yamato's Double Fruit, because I'm an anime only. I don't want to be spoiled on it. So yeah, but other than that, hit the subscribe button if you want to get more One Piece anime content, as well as any other anime I upload to the channel and stuff like that in terms of reviews. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna gotta catch you guys later. Hopefully you guys are staying safe out there. Till then, guys, peace.